Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of In a Nutshell, a show where we talk about college, adulting, and everything in between. We are your hosts, 𝙑𝙖 and 𝙨𝙗 from IETE TSEC.
Every student has two choices after graduation, either getting a placement and starting to work or going for higher education. Today's episode is based on one of these routes, getting a master's degree.
Hello. Hello. Mic check. 1, 2, 3.
Today we have invited two seniors from our college, 𝙈𝙨 𝙆𝙖𝙥𝙖𝙨 and 𝙈𝙨 𝙯𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗. So, will you please introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is 𝙈𝙨 and I'm going to pursue my master's in engineering management and I'm applying in the United States.
My name is Akash. I'm doing IETE TSEC and I'm applying for MIS in America.
That's great.
So one of the first and most important steps is to select your major. How do you go about that?
So I heard one of my friends was applying for MEM and that was very new to me at that point. So I researched about it and then once I realized that that is in somewhat into leadership and also tech, I was very interested and then I chose it.
Right.
And for me it's MIS because MIS is like 50-50. Most of it's not just coding or just management. It is 50-50. So when I know a senior who's done MIS and they're doing good right now, so I thought why not just pursue that.
Right. So the second most important thing about masters are the exams like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS. So when do you start preparing for it? Like what sources do you suggest and how do you schedule your attempts? Like when to start giving?
I would suggest give your GRE as soon as possible. I gave it very late, I gave it in August. But मेरे को याद है इसका December 21 से GRE चालू हो गया था. And you gave it in March.
Yeah, I give it.
Yeah, so give it as soon as possible because you have TOEFL after that, you have to give your SOPs, LORs, and that takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And I prepared for GRE through 𝙑𝙖𝙧𝙨.
Okay.
Yeah, so same for me. I would also say that be as early as possible. So if you're going to leave in August 2023, give your GRE in March 2022, a year, more than a year prior, because then you have a lot of time for re-attempts if you need one.
Exactly.
And then TOEFL will also will have time. So if you finish it in like one attempt, then you can like give your TOEFL in August of 2022. But then give it as soon as possible and start studying 2.5 months prior. And she said 𝙑𝙧𝙨 because there are many resources in Mumbai itself, but they take a lot of money.
Yeah,
they
they
take
do.
like 50,000 just for the tuition and all. And every senior we talked to, they said we don't do tuitions. They all said do 𝙑𝙧𝙨 or some online source, and that's just like $5 a month. And then it's not like वो $5 पे 6 लोग account पे. It's like Netflix but for GRE. So we all just chipped in money and then took it for 2-3 months, and then it was good enough. Yeah, it was actually the best teacher for GRE and TOEFL. Yeah, so it was good enough.
So both nice. So how are the attempts like? What is the duration between two attempts?
You have 21 days in between. You can't take GRE continuously. You have to give a gap of 21 days.
I think it's 5 attempts in a year. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I know that there are 5 attempts in total you can give, but I don't know if in 1 year
So
or
the
do
thing
you.
is, what my mind, I don't know about her, but my mindset was कि एक attempt में I just want to get done with it.
Yeah.
Because I was studying for it. So for the thing is, for CS people, the score required is like 310 or above, and that you're safe.
Yeah.
Scores below that also you can get a college. It's not like you won't get a college at all. But for CS 310 and above, you're moving in safe. I'm doing MIS and I got a 304. So I was okay with it as soon as I got it. I'm like, I don't need to give a re-attempt, so I didn't waste more money on it anyways.
Right.
And any score above 300 is दिखाने लायक.
Yeah.
उसके नीचे you have to give a re-attempt.
Yeah.
And ऊपर से a lot of universities right now are waiving off GRE. So I would suggest कि पहले look into your course and the universities and see if they require GRE. नहीं तो फालतू में GRE में इतना पैसा 17,000, 18,000. So.
And it takes preparation effort also.
And I've known people who give it like twice, thrice.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
And second attempt में इतना आता नहीं है तो.
Yeah, that's right.
So GRE का you said 5 attempts दे सकते हो. Is it the same for TOEFL also?
I don't know actually.
TOEFL, as far as I know, you have 2 attempts of TOEFL.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are valid for only 2 years. Like GRE is valid for 5 years, I guess, and TOEFL is valid for 2
What
years.
was your TOEFL preparation like in general?
So yes, my TOEFL preparation was 1 week, and the thing is 1 week is enough, but then you have to know yourself enough कि भाई 1 week चलेगा कि नहीं. My issue was at the end my mindset was shit मैंने सिर्फ 1 week ही prepare किया है and वो डर में मेरा score थोड़ा कम हो गया. या फिर even you prepare for 1 week, right?
prepared?
I prepared for a week. I didn't give any practice tests, but I got a really nice score.
He got a really nice score.
Which is a 112.
Oh, that is a good score. That is a good
To be honest, I did
score.
not expect it, but it just made me realize that it's very unpredictable. With GRE, I was prepared and I got a 304, and being unprepared for TOEFL, I got a 112. So it just doesn't make sense to some extent.
Yeah.
But it just happens.
When are the results declared? How long does it take to
GRE का result it comes right after you give your test. AWA का बाद में आता है, I guess after a week.
Yeah, after a week.
After a week. And TOEFL का भी you get listening and reading का कभी भी.
Immediately, yeah.
Immediately. And then other two you get after a week or 11 days.
Yeah. So the site, the ETS site has like a schedule. If your paper
Yeah.
was on this date, the results will come out on this date. So you just keep checking and it'll show up in your email. But
Yeah.
GRE is very scary. You submit the paper and the next second
get your score.
you get your marks, and then you have to give like 4 colleges that then and there. Ki, haan, I want to send my scores there. So GRE is a
one more
bit.
thing, get your ETS code of the university right before going for GRE. नहीं तो you have to go select the district and all that.
Yeah, so basically what she's saying is you get 4 colleges to apply for free after your GRE.
Yeah.
So after like, if I get like a 310 and I have some colleges in mind, there's like so many colleges in the drop down list when you have to select. So but there are college codes which you can just like learn and then just type it.
Yeah,
So that is also important. You have to, so you should have a basic idea which course and which college you want, which are like safe funds basically, and then you can just apply to those four after your GRE is done.
And how long is the score valid for?
The score is valid for 5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Yeah. 5 years.
So right now during engineering, what CGPA should we maintain?
Anything above 9 is a very good CGPA. अगर 8.5 के ऊपर है तो भी चलेगा. The thing is, there are a few universities which are very GPA centric.
Yeah.
So for them, above 9.5 मतलब you have a pakka admit. But for others, above 9 it doesn't. They don't really care. They look at your overall profile. So for the GPA centric ones, 9.5 above 9.
That also depends like college to college. Because there is a college called University of Southern California.
Yeah.
They don't see GRE, they see only see GPA as of now. That is what we've heard and that is what we've known for like a long time. So मैंने तो apply नहीं किया. Because first of all, it's good for CS, it's not good for MIS. So anyone I know who's doing CS has applied to it as a safe college because सबका pointer high है. Yeah, so but it doesn't matter also if you think about it because there are colleges which will see everything. It's like a holistic approach.
Yeah.
I've known people with pointers like 7.5 and many KTs still have colleges in New York. They might be decent colleges, not like very good, but they still have admits because that is what is like different in America now. Here they see just like 10th के marks, 11th के लिए, 12th के marks, engineering के लिए.
Yeah.
They don't see you've danced here, ये committee में part लिया है, you've done this paper, nothing. But in America they see everything, each and every part of an application.
How do you select universities? Like how many do you apply for?
So you apply to around 8 to 12 universities and you select university. सबका अलग preference होता है. तो एक तो location होता है. One, you go East Coast, West Coast. थोड़े लोग I personally preferred East Coast in the start. I don't know why. And I only wanted colleges which were near the coast, which was a very irrational thought at that point of time. But abhi I'm like, ठीक है, कुछ भी चलेगा अभी. So that is an important factor. The curriculum, does it align with your goals? It course duration, and the professors, are they good enough? The college ranking, and jobs. Yes.
One second. किसका फोन है? बंद हो गया. I just don't know sure if it's recording. पक्का. Yeah, on what basis? So I chose my universities. So either also, like we saved money in GregPad. That is also what my point of view was. I chose colleges which my counselor would apply for me through that tie-up. So two of them became free.
Yeah.
So Stevens became free and UIC became free. UIC is University of Illinois, Chicago. And the other four, to be honest, I don't care about the weather. If it's cold, if it's hot, I'll just go. But everything else I saw which was on-campus jobs. Because if you're going out on a loan or something, you need financial security.
You have to do some part-time work.
Rent nikal jana chahiye is what my point was. On that basis, I chose my colleges. Northeastern has a good co-op program. If you get a good co-op from Northeastern, it's like an internship basically. Co-op is like an internship. If you get that, if you get that, even though your graduation becomes a bit late, because you're working full time in that internship, you can pay for most of your tuition on your own with the money you earn there. So उसमें से भी loan में से पैसा कम जाता है. The other thing is the teachers, the faculty. Because if they're good, they're doing good research work. They take, like, if they have an intake of TAs and RAs, the teachers take in students who like work under them. That is also like a good option because usme also you can earn and then still have financial security. What else was there?
The crime rate, ये भी देख के जाना.
Oh yeah.
I did not see that.
Even I did not see that, but every next day you are seeing a news.
So I remember I got into California. I have a college in California right now, and the Walmart thing in California happened with it. So my dad was like, "Are you sure that California jana hai?" So that also changes. Like it's you hear about it just because it's on the news, but itna nahi hai udhar crime rate, but it's still good to see something about it.
And also research your university thoroughly before applying. Kafi universities they have a
Say it again.
yes, I'm going to say it again. Yeah, webinar, yes. So research about your universities thoroughly. A lot of universities have a webinar about their courses. So usme they'll talk about the location, the course structure, the course duration, the professors and co-op या फिर internships जो भी है, and TA, RAs like he said. And also there is a chance that you might get an application fee waiver क्योंकि हर एक university का $75 to $90
Yeah, it's a lot.
So our point was to save money. Like,
Yes.
I do not waste a lot.
Yeah, right. And also, if you have any queries about the university, do not hesitate to send an email to them. They will reply after a week. Chalega, but they will reply.
Okay. So what sites do you suggest to check the rankings of the colleges? Because I have heard many people use US News that
so
ranking,
that
but I don't know how reliable is that.
I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but I didn't see that. So if you look at so a way to know if the college is good or not is to talk to the students in the college.
Yeah.
So the hack for it is, as engineers, we all have LinkedIn. So as soon as I thought about this, like a senior told me, ki, you can do this. So I went to LinkedIn. I just put on the search bar UIC, and then you get students who are starting at UIC, a student at UIC, at MIS, or student at UIC, and I just सबको मैंने message कर दिया कि how is the college, how is your course, what are the on-campus job criteria, and that way I got to know which college has less chances of a job, which college has more chances of like a good course. So that way you can rank the college by yourself. But online also you can get rankings, but it's a bit like.
And also there are a few colleges which are only there to mint money.
Yeah.
So to figure that out, what you should do is you should look at the alumni. And if they are, so abhi isme undergraduate also plays a big factor in your.
Course.
No, undergraduation. Ruk abhi, jobs, yes. So एक second Okay, so a lot of universities, they are only there to mint money. So how you can figure that out is by going through the alumni list in LinkedIn. तो उधर क्या होता है कि उनको जो jobs मिलता है ना, the alumni, if the people with not a very good undergraduate college, like a third tier college, if they're not getting very good jobs, and the ones who graduated from like IITs or NITs, they are getting a very good job, then the postgraduate degree is useless. You are not gaining any value from it.
Right.
It's just कि US में masters के सिर्फ उसके लिए to gain a visa उधर.
Right.
And also like depend on the acceptance rate also. So like there is a college called UTD which I applied to as my safe college. 2 weeks I got the admit also because it was a safe college.
Yeah.
And you go there, everyone there has like decent score. Somebody has a good score. It's just if they take more people in, they're just like minting money. So the college might be good. Like I've talked to seniors there. The college is good. The course there is also good. But it doesn't make sense if the campus is very small and they're taking 3,000 Indians every year just for the money. So that also there.
And one more way is काफी universities have rolling admissions, right?
Yeah,
तो
rolling
इसका UTD was rolling admissions, correct? तो अगर इसका UTD से नीचे कोई college था and इसको UTD पहले मिल गया, तो he could have saved all the money which was below UTD. तो just check कि कौन से colleges का rolling admissions है, उनका पहले ही डाल के रखो. And उसके बाद deadline वाले बाद में डालो.
When do you suggest applying during their fall season or during the spring season? They have two timelines of admissions, right?
So it's a myth that people say that spring is bad to apply to like go in. It's not bad. It's just the time of the year changes. So maybe the job season is in a different time than you. Fall is a better option just in general because everybody goes. If everybody is applying for jobs, there's just more vacancies when you apply for it. So that is why we've chosen fall. And As a student here in Mumbai, हमारा fall time पे खत्म हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
I don't want to sit at home for 6 months and not do anything and then go in spring.
Yeah.
So might as well just go in fall. That's a better option for
And,
Indians at least.
I guess one con for fall is for spring is that a lot of courses are not offered in that semester.
Yeah, because
Basic courses are available in the fall semester, and then spring में थोड़े advanced वाले रहते हैं. So you have to switch up your course a bit for that. So वो एक con है बस, but बाकी सब I guess we cover.
And I guess you graduate also 6 months later than the
Yeah.
other people who.
So even here, so the thing is, I don't know if you guys are sitting for placements and all, but if you sit for placements and then might be you don't get a job you want, then that is the person who will go to the spring. But then you'll have to take those 6 months to give the GRE a bit late, give the TOEFL a bit late, LORs, SOPs and everything, and then he'll go for the spring intake. That is like a backup for them. So that doesn't feel good. So fall is always a safer option.
So usually the early decision applications roll out in October, right? And regular applications happen from November to January. So what do you think about these early decision applications? Should you go with that or wait for the actual regular applications?
Like I said, start your process as soon as possible. मेरा तो तब तक खत्म ही नहीं हुआ था. I finished my process in November end, so I was very late. But the ones who finished the process early got really early admits like him. So the one pro for that is you can filter out the colleges. If you got into a moderate university, then you should. I mean, there's no need to apply for your safe universities then. So that is a pro over there. And also,
Yeah, so be as early as possible. I know people who are still applying and they're like struggling. So as soon as you're done with your TOEFL score आ गया and you know कि this score is good enough, start approaching teachers for documents and get your documents sorted. And then try to, my first application was 13th or 15th November, I guess. And then my reply was like a month later, I guess.
Okay.
So you should be, खुद का timeline decide करके you have to work, because if you apply in December and January, because everybody is applying at that time, every latecomer, so you will get your answer late, and because of like applications might be like a bit late and everything, so might as well just be on time or before time also. I know people who have applied in September, so be as early as possible is the thing.
And I heard that early action and early decision applications have some conditions with them. Like if one university, you've applied for early action in that university, and if they accept you, you cannot reject them. You have to accept them because they have taken you in that early action procedure.
So,
this is what I experienced when I had applied for, I was planning on going after 12th only, yeah.
College I was applying to is called IUT Kelly, Indiana School of Business or something. But so that was, they had written on their site that if IUB is your first preference and we give it to you, you'll have to pay XYZ amount of dollars and book your seat. So that amount is huge. It was like $6,000 or something. I'm not sure, but it was huge. The different story is that I diya hi nahi un log. That's a different story, and I would have not taken it anyways because that school was also expensive. But yeah, there are so as soon as you get a seat, colleges will ask you to pay like an enrollment fee. That is how you book a seat. They won't like force you कि नहीं तुम लोग को भी आना ही पड़ेगा. You have that payment option, and then you cannot just take it.
You have to pay a security deposit of $500 or $1,000.
Yeah. So Northeastern has $800 for CS. MIS I'm not sure because it's like I don't know yet. CSU, Cal State University, which I got, is asking for $200. Like it depends college to college and location to location.
And also, अगर suppose he got into NEU and उसका अभी deadline है to accept it is I guess 11th Feb समझो, and उसका अभी तक best uni जो है उसका UIC समझो, उसका अभी तक admit आया नहीं है, then you can put an email to UIC telling them कि this is my second preference, you are my first preference, and
can you give me an early decision?
Can you give me an early decision because or else I'll have to pay them the.
So there are chances that even though the deadline, like UIC ka deadline is not gone, you'll get an early decision on your email.
But you have to give them proof.
Yeah, you'll have to send a screenshot कि हाँ I'm gambling on this college giving me admission.
So, do you have any last words of advice? Something we might have missed?
There's a lot of that goes on in this, but सोच for now.
What did you say इसके पहले? Thanksgiving वाले के पहले?
A bit more.
नहीं उसके पहले. Okay. So over there, the whole college life experience is very different from here. इधर हम लोग finals की एक week पहले पढ़ना चालू करते हैं.
yes.
Uधर you have to work throughout the whole semester. You can't miss a single lecture.
Yeah.
Lecture miss करना, you have to email the teacher, tell them कि I won't be able to make it because of this reason. If you are late for 15 minutes, you have to email the teacher. You have to let the teacher know prior to whatever thing you're doing. And also you have to do a lot of internships and projects and teamwork.
It's not paper based.
Yeah.
It's not exam paper based. They see everything. They see assignments to project.
Yeah.
And your whole grade is divided. Your exams hold like 20% of it. Your inclusiveness in the class, how involvement in the class, how involved you are, that is like 20% or 25%. And then the assignments you submit is 10%. So everything matters. Your punctuality, all of this matters. So you can't be as lethargic you are over here.
Right.
So I think that covers most of it. But
So, thank you guys. It was really nice having you guys here.
thank you for having us because IT called and we cannot say. I mean, I said no to Arya, but then I had to. But I had to. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Bye.